Hello, this is Sondra Baras, and I'm back again with our weekly Torah portion. This week's portion is Yitro, which is the Hebrew name for Jethro, and it's a portion that begins with Jethro's coming, joining the children of Israel, joining Moses, and we're reading in chapter 18, Jethro, the priest of Midian, the father-in-law of Moses, hears of all that God has done to Moses and to his nation Israel, and that God has taken Israel out of Egypt. And so Jethro takes Moses' wife, who we learn here for the first time has not been with him, and their two children, who have also not been with Moses. And he comes, and of course Moses is very happy to see his father-in-law. He goes out and greets him, and at that point, Moses gives Jethro the details, and we're now in verse 8, gives Jethro the details of all the amazing miracles that God has done for Israel as he struck Pharaoh and the Egyptians, all that has happened to them so far on the way. And here we have in verse 9, and Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which God had done to Israel, whom he had delivered out of the land of Egypt. And Jethro said, "Blessed be God, who has delivered you out of the land of Egypt, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, who has delivered the people from under the hand of Egypt. Now I know that God is greater than all the gods, for it is in the thing wherein they acted presumptuously that punishment came upon them." So basically what we have here is this man, Jethro, who himself is a man of religion. We learn that he is a priest of Midian. And a priest of Midian would not have been a believer in one God, or in the God of Israel. He would have been pagan, I assume. And yet, after he's related to Moses, his daughter has married Moses, he comes for personal reasons. At least that is how we see it at the beginning. He comes because now that the children of Israel have safely left Egypt, I assume he believes that it's now safe to bring Moses' wife and children to him, that they will be together, be reunited. And yet he also has a spiritual message here. He comes not only to reunite the family, but because he has heard of the wonderful things that God has wrought to the people of Israel. And then when Moses tells them the further details, he responds with this amazing statement of faith, "Blessed be God who has saved you from Egypt." And he then becomes a believer in the one God. What I would like to do today is kind of follow this Jethro character through and see what do we learn about Jethro, the various places that he is mentioned, both before this incident and the various mentions afterwards. Who was this Jethro? Who was his family? And what can we learn about the very special relationship that developed between Jethro and his family and the children of Israel?
To watch this program in its entirety, go to www.glc.us.com or simply click the link below.